Get funded with Rodney.
Hello, Grant Nation. How are you doing out there? This is Rodney Walker with the Get Funded Show. Yes, I'm your host, and I'm so excited to have another time to come to you. Today is going to be awesome. You heard me. I said awesome. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to be sharing with you how and why you should stand on the shoulders of giants. Yes. I'm also going to be giving you that IQ boost. You know, that inspirational quote. Plus, I'm going to be sharing with you some resources to help you on your journey. Even if you're doing a grant business, you better buckle up your seatbelts because I've got some information to help you on today. But first, as always, I like to share some information to help me to get a chance for you to know me better because I also want to get a chance to know you better. That would be the coolest, right? So with that being said, today I'm going to share with you one thing, just one thing. Did you know that I enjoy bike riding? Yes, I got a blue bike. and let me tell you this, I name my bikes. My bike has a name. It's called Majesty. Yes, well, if you want the bike's first and last name, I'll tell it to you. It's Majestic Blue. Woo! I ride down the road and listen, yeah, I got the whole outfit to look like I'm a professional, you know, but guess what? Most of the time when I'm riding, I'm just riding to chill, to have a good time. So you're liable to catch me if you ever come through and see me riding in some ordinary clothes, chilling out, all right? I want to welcome you to the show.
Funded with Rodney.
Yes, I'm so happy that you are here today, and I'm excited about just life, you know. What hobbies do you have? I'm looking forward to hearing about that. So why don't you let me know what are some of those hobbies that you have, some of the things that you do, because it's awesome to have something that takes you away from just the run-of-the-mill of just doing everyday life. So with that being said today, let's hop into our quote for the day. You know, that IQ boost, that inspirational quote. Today's inspirational quote is coming to you from James Cameron, and he says this: if you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fall. Hold on, let me go back and read that right. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it is a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. I think what James is trying to tell us is to set some high goals, because when you set high goals, and sometimes they may seem ridiculously high, well, I'd rather do that than to set some low goals and simply achieve low goals. And I think what he's sharing with us is the importance of not thinking small, but to think big, to think bigger than we oftentimes tend to do. I hope that you're doing that, and I hope today that you will set some ridiculously high goals for your life so that you can continue to be the great person that I know that you are. With that being said, my friends, it's time for you and I to dig deep, and I want to share with you why I believe you should be standing on the shoulders of giants. Well, what do? When you stand on the shoulders of giants, it gives you a completely different perspective of life. You know, you have your perspective where you are at, but have you ever seen a little kid hop onto his dad's shoulders, and now that little kid that may have only been a few feet tall now maybe standing or sitting on the shoulders of his dad, who's maybe 6'4" or whatever, and now his perspective is much higher. Why? Because he's standing on the shoulders of a giant. And what I want to encourage you to do is to get a different perspective of your life by associating and affiliating yourself with people who are doing things bigger than yourself. Why? Just to make yourself feel bad? No. It will inspire you to do more than what you're presently doing. If you, as the saying goes, if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to get a new room to hang out in. Why? Because you gotta grow, and the way we grow is by hanging out with others that help to push us with their knowledge to grow and to become even stronger. Now, the cool thing is this: in this area of grants that we've been looking at, grants are cool. I've been writing them, have written them successfully, got the t-shirts, working on the movie, the development for all of that, helped to secure over $450 some odd million with the secrets and the weapons that I've been using to help my students and I to be successful. So what's happened though, all of that has come about because I got some great coaching. Now, if you heard my story the last time, you know I fell flat on my face the first proposal that I did. Okay. Now, the second time I got some common sense. Okay. Some common sense came my way and I decided to take advantage of it. And what I did differently the second time when I was applying for grants, I decided this time, Rodney, hey, shouldn't you just take a class? Shouldn't you sit your behind in somebody's class and learn how to do this the right way? Because the first time I was piecemealing. I had a Frankenstein of a proposal. I was pulling it together from bits and pieces of information that I was getting from, at that time, way back in the day, the World Wide Web. You remember when they used to call the web the World Wide Web? You remember when they had those modems? You heard all that noise in the background. Honey, I'm on. I finally got on. Okay. You remember that? Well, way back when, that's what happened with me. And so I got on and I was piecemealing my grant proposal. But a cool thing that you can do today if you're trying to learn how to do grants is stand on the shoulders of giants. Now, some of you are doing this as a business, and your business is not where you want your business to be. In that same way, my friend, why not stand on the shoulders of giants, those who've already paved the way that you can learn from, because now you get a different perspective. And the other thing is you don't have to make some of the rookie mistakes that you are liable to make because you're a rookie. It's almost like you don't know what you don't know. And I've seen so many people go down that road and I'm like, hey, there's a smarter way to do this thing. Because if you get a little coaching, and I think that's one of the reasons you may be here right now, is to take advantage of some of the insight that I'm going to be sharing with you. So let me share with you some of the insight and inspiration that I want to give you, because if you take the acronym COACH, COACH, and break it down, here's what you should get from a coach that will help you. And if you get this by standing on the shoulders of giants, you can get to your goal much quicker. First thing that you should be getting from a coach, whether that is a distant coach, a mentor coach, or that's somebody that you're working with on a regular basis, or if that's somebody you are getting information from that you don't even know personally, but you've been gaining insight from them, you should get confidence. Yes, we all need confidence, and you got to grow your confidence, and you got to really nurture that confidence. If you're playing around and if you're scared to do the things that need to be done, it is a clear sign, my friend. Oh, got me again. It's a clear sign, my friend, that your confidence is not where you need it to be. And we got to grow that confidence so that you can get to where you're going. If we don't get your confidence straight, if we don't correct that, if we don't fix that, my friend, guess what? The next thing you know, you are struggling. And I've seen so many people struggle when they could be succeeding, but they haven't got their confidence where it needs to be. And that's one of the beautiful things about getting coaching that can help you. The next thing is opportunities. Your coach should be exposing you to different opportunities that you maybe haven't thought of, ideas that you maybe haven't thought of, things that you can do better that you haven't thought of. And so you take advantage by tapping in to the knowledge, the insight that they have. It helps you to get to where you need to go. The next thing that a coach should be helping you is they should help you in the area of affirmations. They should be affirming you with their words to help you become a better you. And C, they should also help you to get courage, to strengthen your current courage and to grow it. You know, your courage and your confidence, as I shared with you a little earlier, is almost like a muscle that has to be grown, has to be developed. And one of the things I like to do is I have some formulas that I go through to help strengthen my confidence, to give me greater courage. I'm going to be encouraging you, my friend, to do the same thing, to take advantage of growing that, because once you grow your courage, once you grow your confidence, my friend, then you start feeling like you can conquer any situation that comes your way. And the truth is, you really can, but you got to dig deep and you got to prepare yourself with your confidence. And you've got to do that before the challenge comes your way. Now, I'm going to repeat what I just said. You got to do that before the challenge comes your way, because when the challenge comes, now you're in the thick of it. Now you're feeling the pressure. Now what's inside and what you've grown or not grown is going to show up. So we want to prepare ourselves before the challenge comes our way, so that when the challenge comes our way, we are ready to show up and to let whatever challenge we have know that we are going to get over it and make it and do something great. And when you do that with your grant efforts, whether that's grant writing, whether that's being a consultant, whether that's being an advisor in this whole grant space, once you do that, you're on the road to victory. Now, let me give you that final H that you're waiting for, okay? That final H, as it relates to coach, is a coach should give you help. H, they should help you. They should help you to do what you have inside of you to do it even better. And if you're working with a coach, whether that's a distant coach, whether that's a coach on an ongoing basis, and they're not doing those 5 things that I just have to make a mention, they need help. All right. So I'm going to be encouraging you to take advantage of a coach. And when you come here and you get a chance to dial into the Get Funded with Rodney show, my goal is to kind of coach you, because that's what I do. I help people win, and I want to see you win. It's a way of literally helping you to work smarter, because when we work smarter, now you can get to where you're trying to get to much quicker. Now, I've got to get out of here, my friend, but before I do, I want to wrap up by sharing with you a couple of things that I think will be important. If you're not already a member of our Grant Writing Association group over on LinkedIn, I want you to go today and find that group. Come look for me, leave a comment, drop a line to me inside the group, and consider joining if you haven't already joined. And also know that on this up and coming week, if you are a grant professional, if you have a business and your business needs a boost, maybe it's not doing the way you want it to do right now and not going in the way you want it to go, I want to encourage you to consider joining me this month every single Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Grant Business Growth Hacking, where I'm going to be answering your questions in a small, intimate setting. We're going to be hanging out and helping you to grow your business. And you can join us by becoming a member of the GFIC Platinum Plus program. For more details about that, go over right now to getfundedinnercircle.com. That's getfundedinnercircle.com, and you can see the details about the Platinum Plus program and all the resources that you're going to get as a result of being a part of that. Now, our next show, my friend, we're going to be talking about how to use the Get Funded show to achieve your grant goals. And this whole week, we're focusing simply on how to use this show. But after next week, just know I'm going to be coming with some additional information to help you win in a special way. With that said, my friend, remember to be brave, to be bold, to be brilliant, and to always take charge. I'll see you next time, Grant Nation.
Get Funded with Rodney.